everybody. Welcome back to Flibberflix. And I know you are expecting us to sing for an episode like this, but I refuse to do it today. So
she doesn't believe in love after love.
Chew on the nose.
Yeah.
After love.
I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Tim.
And we got recommendations this week, which is always such a fun category because then I start scrolling through and I'm like, what the fuck is this movie? What is this movie? But I actually remembered who recommended this, and it was our friends over at Room 237. And I just found that very funny because they're a horror podcast and they were like, Burlesque. So
Burlesque.
I have to imagine this was to make Tim uncomfortable. Or they just thought we were really going to love it. I don't know. I guess we should have reached out to them and asked. But
still have time.
Yeah, I was interested in this one. So it is on Netflix till June 1st, which I don't know when this episode comes out, but you might have missed it already.
It'll be somewhere else.
So if you want to watch Burlesque and you have not watched it yet, get to it on Netflix because it's only there for a little bit longer.
Or it's gone. Go find it.
Yeah. Actually, I think it was available on other platforms too, if that makes people feel better.
Nope.
Synopsis for this one. After leaving Iowa with stars in her eyes, Allie arrives at a Los Angeles burlesque lounge with dreams of taking the stage with her soaring voice.
From Iowa.
I know. I found that funny too.
It's just shit on the Midwest week, okay?
Yeah.
Depending on where you are in Kentucky, you're in the Midwest. Because you're further west than some of Ohio.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Louisville.
Louisville.
But, like, can you stop singing, please?
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah, Sam, you're, like, a little aggressive over there.
It was a lot. Like, I think we were 5 minutes into the movie. It was only the first song. And I was like, okay, Cher and
Like,
Christina
oh, no.
Aguilera are in this. I know there's going to be songs, but I was already ready to gouge my eyes out.
Yeah, that was a
in
Sam
ears.
quote, to be specific.
I was like, I can't do this. Why? And so, as much as I was excited to make Tim uncomfortable, we're 5 minutes in, and I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Like, what is wrong with me?
And then I asked her, did you know the Moulin Rouge is on our list from Tim's sister?
And I'm very sad that I didn't pick that one.
I haven't seen that forever.
But,
Classic.
you know, we ended up with this one. Sorry about
Well,
it.
none of us had seen it, so that's always better.
True.
You know, this movie, although it's released 9 years after the Moulin Rouge, it feels like it's set in the exact same time. Like, you don't see people using their phones, so I'm guessing they're trying to make it timeless in that respect.
Probably.
Could be, yeah.
I don't know. I found this one so odd because, like, when they were in the club and the lounge, like, they had these big elaborate sets and, like, all these great numbers. And, like, that to me felt timeless. And then they'd show her outside of the club when she was, like, with Marcus driving around and stuff like that. And it has, like, this weird, like, coloring to it. And it just felt like a completely different movie when she was, like, outside of the lounge, unless they were at the apartment. And I was just like, I don't know if they were going for like old Hollywood glam, but it was coming across as just weird as fuck to me. Personally.
It felt like a couple different movies smashed into one.
Yeah. Like they didn't know what they wanted to be.
Yeah, like I understood Cher's story.
Yeah.
Her story was understandable. Now Allie's, she kind of just did her thing, and I don't think she grew as a character really. She was like, if we're gonna get into like English class dynamic versus static character, she began singing, but she could do that from the start.
Right.
She had the confidence.
But she did become like abrasive at one point and then
That's true. That was like 2 days time in like a movie that seemed like it went over an entire year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell the time.
It would like cut and then there would be like another stay, but then it was like a day later and you're like,
yeah, because then the one chick was pregnant and she never has a
Never got a
baby or
baby
gets
bump.
more pregnant. So
She's
you're like,
disappeared,
has it been a day? Like, I can't tell.
Yeah, and you're like, can I turn back time?
Yeah.
turn back.
I will say that like Cher is one of those people. So this was another like side cool as we were watching this film. We took a lot of pause breaks. We took a lot of wandering around the house breaks. And we also decided in the middle that, like, Cher has been one of those people that's always looked old to us, I guess, because of the timing, right? And so we were like, what did she look like when she was young? And we were like, oh my gosh, I get it. Cher was such a little cutie patootie when she was young. Because, like, we've only ever seen old Cher. She's like Robert De Niro. She's only ever been old.
Yeah. My first introduction to what Cher looked like is in a movie called Stuck on You, where she's in bed with Frankie Muniz.
What a movie.
What a weird thing. Like, and this is 2003, 2001, 2003. So, like, Frankie is not old.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Now, is this a musical or a movie with music? There's a difference.
Both, because it could have played off as just a musical, but then they added on an extra 45 minutes of storyline that probably shouldn't have been in there.
So my definition of musical is the music must push the story. Like if I'm singing, I'm singing about something I am doing.
Right, it's part of the plot or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
While I felt like this movie, the music just was in the movie.
It was just there, part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I was wondering if partially, like, throughout this film, I was wondering who this film was for. Because I was like, is it Cher fans? Is it Christina Aguilera fans? Is it, like, what? Are they trying to be Moulin Rouge? Because I think part of the success of Moulin Rouge is that they used popular songs. Whereas I feel like there were some older popular songs. I got the vibe that they were supposed to be older popular songs when they were first, like, lip syncing. But then I didn't know most of them. So I don't know if I'm just a noob or if, like, they tried to make their own sort of soundtrack feel old, if that makes any sense.
At one point, they sang Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Yes.
I was like early on, and I'm like, I know that one.
Yeah, so I expected them to,
it.
like, sing more like that. But then it just feels like they picked old. If they are old songs, they're weird old songs. And that, I don't know.
Freaked you out?
Yeah.
I was just like, if you want to have a poppy soundtrack that people love, I don't know that they delivered on that.
Yeah, there's no Mamma Mia.
Mm-mm.
Not to say I didn't enjoy those, but I agree. They didn't turn me off of the film at all.
No, the music. And, like, what was really funny is the whole part of the big plot of this film is, like, I can sing out there, and they're just lip syncing.
Yeah.
There are lots of times where you could tell that, like, she is being recorded right there and then.
Yeah.
And then you're like, and then the other times you're like, okay, so she's lip syncing because recording a movie like this, it's easier to just lip sync. Like, it just is easier.
Yep.
There's way too much to, like, get into on that, and, like, it's just funny to it's just like, I know that how the movie's produced, it just makes it easier, and it's just funny to me. I don't know. I got nothing else on that. I do want to know why the bartenders look like there's some droogs out in, like, England about to have a quick in it.
They look like Dennis when he becomes a popular bartender. when their bar is like a gay bar and everybody's like hitting on him, and he dresses exactly like that. That's what I was picturing was Dennis, like, flaring around, fluttering around. Yeah.
See, I was picturing the guys from A Clockwork Orange because of the bowler hat.
Yeah.
And, like, the eyeliner.
Yeah. It was wild. But the main dude from Twilight,
Jack from Twilight.
See, I recognize him from that one.
Never Back Down. That's how I know him too.
I always forget he's Jack, which, I forget about Twilight because it's forgettable. But
now let's be clear here, Tim. They interviewed 3 other actors for this role: Robert Pattinson, Kellen Lutz.
Yeah.
And Jacob Lautner.
Taylor Lautner.
They literally took 4 of the dudes from Twilight and were like,
make them a bartender in this burlesque club.
Burlesque.
Who wears eyeliner better?
I mean, I kind of feel like
He probably would the best.
Yeah. I was telling Adam, like, I'm glad Robert Pattinson didn't do it because his career has been able to, like, transcend Twilight, and I don't know that he would have. But the other 2, I mean, they didn't make anything else, so they could have swapped him out and it would have been fine.
Hey, Kellen Lutz did great in The Legend of Hercules.
No.
Please go listen to that episode. He was fantastic in it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And Shark Boy and Lava Girl, come on. Taylor
That was
Lautner nailed. Oh, that was pre.
Twilight.
Not the new one.
Oh, I didn't know there was a new one. So
Now,
what do I know?
now, Tim, have you ever applied any makeup to somebody before?
No.
All right, you know who's not a fan of doing eye makeup to other people?
Who?
Sam.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
How do I know? Because for Halloween last year, she had to do like eye paint on my eyes because we were doing Coraline,
Yeah.
and you had your mom do mine.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of pressure. I don't even really like doing my own because, like, you gotta do the straight lines. It smears all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have a much bigger canvas than me. Like, your eyes are so much bigger. So if I fuck it up, it's gonna be even more.
Oh yeah, I do have giant eyes,
So
which made the buttons funny on your eyes.
yeah, they were like all squished. So trust me, you came out ahead on that one.
It was just funny because like they're talking about all the eye, like doing the makeup,
Mm-hmm.
and Cher just walks over here. Let me help you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember doing that one time.
Yeah. I mean, okay, here's another beef with this movie. Like, I feel like the lines and the writing was pretty shit.
Yeah.
And then I also feel like, I don't know if it was just like Cher is bad at acting, but like I felt like whenever she was supposed to be upset or something, like it didn't come across
wasn't- it
right.
didn't
You
come
know what I
across,
mean? Like
yeah.
it was just
She was almost
Cher.
one note the whole time.
Yeah, she's very monotone. And I was like, man, that sucks. So with both those
Yeah.
double whammies, it was making it harder to watch as it got along.
Yeah.
Not that Christina Aguilera was amazing at acting, but
I was gonna say she's, you know,
But
you could tell who were the seasoned actors and who were like the singers become
Yeah,
actors. Like,
exactly.
Sean,
Stanley Tucci,
Yeah.
yeah,
freaking amazing.
the guy we were just talking about, the bartender, you could tell he was actually an actor.
Cam
like-
Gigandet,
Is that his name?
I can't say it. Peter Gallagher plays Vince.
Yeah, the girl,
Kristen Bell
black hair girl,
plays Nikki.
yeah, Nikki. You
Yeah.
could tell. You know,
Sam's sitting over here shitting on Marcus like the rich dude
Mm-hmm.
because she watched the show Euphoria
Mm-hmm.
and he diddled.
Yeah.
and
And so I'm like, and he looks the exact same
That'll
now
stick
as
with
he
you.
did like
Yeah, I
10
know.
years ago. And I'm like, just get him off screen. I can't handle it.
yeah, that would, yeah.
It's like he's just playing a part. He actually didn't necessarily, like, we don't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, he didn't do it in real life, but like Sam's got this character stuck in her head.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
Well, when you're really good at being a villain, like look at Joffrey, and
Oh,
I feel like
yes.
there was somebody
Yeah.
else recently that I was like, ooh, they're gonna get the Joffrey syndrome because they're so good at being a villain. Like nobody's gonna like you anymore.
Is it Rupa Dupes in Ted Lasso?
I don't think so.
Oh, the kid or whatever, Nate.
No, Nate. No,
Oh
not Nate.
well,
No,
For me.
the rich, like the
Oh,
previous owner,
Rupert. Yeah,
we call him Rupa Dupes.
I
yeah.
just want to see Rupert get punched.
Yeah.
It'll happen. I guarantee it.
I don't want to get into any spoilers on that show.
Yeah.
No, I'm still watching the third season. So
Nice.
Well, the last episode is Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Almost caught up.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because there's 12 episodes now, and I figured that was the end. So I guess there's another one.
Yeah.
13 in total.
Oh no. So they always show that there's the last like next
Oh, I
week's
see what you're saying.
episode,
Yeah,
but
so it is 12. That
so
makes more sense.
Stanley Tucci, he's Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, do you know who Mark Strong is?
Probably.
Let me show you a picture. He's another bald man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He's awesome.
All right, let's
Yeah.
play a game. Stanley Tucci or Mark Strong? Because people mix them up apparently.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's really hard.
Which one of them is in the breakup? Not the breakup. Easy A.
I don't know what that is.
With Emma Stone.
I would say. I don't know their names.
Stanley is in this movie. Mark
Okay.
is in the
I
other
would-
one.
I would say Stanley's in that one.
Mark.
It is Stanley.
Wow.
1917.
Mark.
Oh wait, is that war movie?
Yes,
I'm trying to picture. It probably is Mark.
it
I would
is.
say.
It
Yeah.
helps that he's British. In
Yeah,
the movie,
yeah.
they're Brits. Kingsman. He plays Merlin.
That's Stanley, isn't it?
Mark.
It's Mark.
Is it Mark?
Yeah.
Damn.
Isn't it weird? Like they have to be going for the same parts. And then we'll finish out with one. His name is Caesar. I don't remember his last name.
Caesar?
Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah, he's Stanley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's one of my favorite roles of his.
Yeah, he does a good job.
He's honestly great in everything.
So
He's
is Mark.
so good. So is Mark.
I
I
know.
love Mark and everything. Whenever
Can we just get them in a movie together?
Yeah.
But
what could that be? That could be like you could do so much stuff with him. I don't know. You could do so much good shit with them.
make Mark like a secret agent, and then have Stanley have to stand in for him. Because
That'd be pretty good.
A height difference.
There is a height difference, yeah.
But like Stanley's trying to pretend to be him. I don't know. Somebody write that script.
Or you could almost do like not Stanley, Mark, because he plays a really good villain.
Yes, he does.
Would be great as a villain in a movie, and then you have Mark. God damn, Stanley.
Mark and Mark
as the good guy, protagonist or something that gets forced into a situation. Yeah,
make them twin brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We look nothing alike. No.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Stanley Tucci was really good. I mean, he's always really good, right? Like we
Yeah.
said, but like he was really good in this film.
He plays a lot of these roles too. Where
That's
he's
what
like
Adam was saying. Yeah.
the hand of the main person. Like, wasn't he in
Devil Wears Prada?
Devil Wears Prada? And there's another one I'm thinking of, but I can't picture it right now. I swear he does like the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
He is currently married to Emily Blunt's sister, so brother-in-law to Jim Halpert.
that's cool.
Kind of, I know John Krasinski, but he's Jim Halpert.
Yeah, he's Jim Halpert.
He's fucking Jim Halpert. And then she's like the warrior goddess or whatever the hell her name is in Live, Die, Repeat.
Mm.
But this movie, Burlesque,
Mhm.
this is Cher's first movie with a musical-esque movie.
That's surprising considering it's
Really?
2010.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, been around for a minute.
Yeah. And what?
She just never wanted to go into acting with musicals, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
I guess not.
And then she was finally like, fuck it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
But did you guys think at one point that the guy, Jack, was going to Dennis Alley?
Jack.
Use the dentist system, the bartender? And then it seems like it got
I
reversed.
saw that as Marcus.
Oh, yeah, Marcus doing that.
Mm. Yeah. I think it was much more like Marcus's character. But also, like, let's talk about the bartender and how, I don't know, that whole situation was just odd to me. Like, he basically was like, yeah, you can have my room. Like,
Yeah.
at any point, the whole renting situation, like, she could have paid rent to him or,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you knew that his whole fiance was going to follow.
That was
Yeah, you knew that was gonna fall apart.
destined.
Yeah, because they never visited each other. Like, you don't even see her till the end of the movie. I was like,
Yep.
what the heck is this
After they
bullshit?
break up on the phone.
Yeah, this is so
Based
crazy.
on our perspective, they broke up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't break up with me on the phone, is what she literally said to him.
Well, if you're a couple thousand miles away, yeah, I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I can.
Like,
I'll fucking
that's so
text it. I don't give a
crazy.
shit.
And we haven't seen each other in however many months. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's fine.
Fuck.
It's just craziness.
And then Christina Aguilera gets run out of the building. Well, not really. She just
She
left.
chooses to leave, yeah.
And run into Marcus's arms.
Oh.
Oh, it was so lovely. And he's like, I bought the air rights.
That was so ridiculous.
This is
Like,
not going to be a
what?
plot device.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
not
it
at all.
is. Would you like to buy the art? And then James Brolin is the guy that fucking sells the air rights at the end. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
is Thanos' dad doing here?
Yeah, they did have like kind of a star-studded cast, but
They
I was
did.
wondering at the time if they were star-studded. Like Kristen
It was
Bell was
2010.
so young. Yeah, but when did she get started?
I mean, she already had done Forgetting Sarah Marshall,
Oh, true.
right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Pause.
Probably.
I feel like it was like 2008.
I'm gonna go with yeah. She probably did.
Probably.
2008. I
Hey,
got it.
Nailed it.
And then Frozen was 2013. So 2 years later, she's in Frozen.
Yeah.
Playing Anna.
Oh.
So she can actually kind of sing.
Yeah, she can.
And then she has
Yeah.
to dress up as Elsa for Halloween with her kids.
Huh.
And her husband burned alive in Sunny. In real life. Her in real life husband is in Sunny. He's Dax Shepard. He's in the episode. Yeah. The cult episode where
Which is so good.
Frank gets one guy to eat a turd.
Yeah.
And then they convince him to light himself on
fantastic.
fire.
Oh man. All the little like smiley face stickers. Those are great.
Yeah.
I had something I was going to say. I completely forgot. Okay. I have not seen Frozen still.
I mean, it's not bad. Frozen 2 is just Avatar The Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm.
I shit you not. She has to become master of the 4 elements.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, she
Oh,
doesn't have to be
what?
master of them, but she has to deal with them. Yeah, so I still don't think time exists in this movie.
Going back to that.
Yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
because like at one point in the movie, early on, they're like, you have a week to decide this before your balloon payment happens. And then 3 months happen.
Yeah.
And then it's the end of the week.
Yeah. Well, and it's also like I said this earlier that they have these elaborate sets, but like how are you paying for that if you don't have the money for your rent? Like do you just have all this shit
And
laying around?
Yeah. And then what if you're not profitable? What's a loan going to get you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more years? Like
Yeah.
of just running out of money? I don't understand.
Also, are they paying people?
I assume not. Like I don't know.
It's hard to tell these days.
They were not clear.
Hard to tell.
Yeah.
But still, I think if that had been like the main driver, it was kind of the main driver, kind of the side driver. Like I would have preferred this film more if it like somehow showed you like Cher's story more, if that makes sense. And then
Yeah.
Allie kind of like busts in as like a side goal instead of it being like Cher, Allie, bartender dude, Marcus dude. Like there's just too much going on.
Yeah, and like the main I don't know, not plot device, but like the main conflict. That's the word. The main conflict in this movie is that the burlesque place is gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
But that doesn't actually really like fall on the main character. It falls on the
No.
side character.
Yeah.
And that's a little weird to me.
Yeah. It's like her making it big was overshadowing the other storyline.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Did either of you hope that she just failed? Just did terrible on her first time out there? I knew
Really
she wasn't
funny.
going
She
to.
wasn't going to because of the timing of the film. Like, it takes her a while
Yeah.
to get out there.
Yeah. She was like doing her little dance when she was bartending.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny-ish.
Plus, it's Christina Aguilera, so you know that she's going to belt it out.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm out of notes.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I have more gripes, but you guys have already listened to me
Oh.
gripe for a long
No,
time.
you go
so
right
I don't-
ahead.
Keep it
I
going.
don't
Right
need to
ahead.
keep griping.
Go ahead.
Far
I
away.
feel like this whole movie,
Bombs
this whole
away.
episode is just me being like, and one more thing. So I can shut it down.
No, you can't.
Okay, well, I was talking about the scenes outside of the club, and there's the scene where her apartment gets broken into when she first gets there. And it was really weird to me because they were like shaking the camera really crazily.
Yeah.
And I was
Tim's
like,
favorite
what are
thing.
you doing? This
the
is so
2010. It's like-
ridiculous.
Just hit 2010. It's very common in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you could turn back time.
Yeah, I would tell them not to do
Turn
that
back
shit.
time,
It's annoying.
Find my way.
That's it.
That's all I know.
Okay.
That's the best
So
you
the
got.
critics gave this film a 37%.
Okay.
Oh.
Audience gave it a 64%.
Oh.
Ooh.
IMDb gave it a 6.4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Google with an 81%.
Yeah.
And Samantha as the burlesque selector. Are you flipping this on?
I mean, I feel like I showed my hand in like the first 5 seconds of this episode, but I would rather watch Moulin Rouge or something else of this vibe.
Schmigadoon season 2.
Yeah. I rated everything 1s except for one thing. I gave a 2. What did I give it to? The plot. I was like, you can have a 2.
No.
The rest of it gets 1. And so what did my
Gets
algorithm
fun.
say? It said flip off, scrape my eyeballs out.
Yeah,
And
that's what I got.
that is how I feel. Like that. I really do feel that way about this film. And I was actually debating with myself if I have a new contender next to Swept Away at the bottom.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
That's
That
how
bad, huh?
I didn't
poorly.
think it was that
But then
bad.
I was like, I bet if I watch Swept Away again, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, you'd be like, it was
Yeah.
garbage. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had enough distance between the two. But yeah,
Yeah.
not good. Tim?
Yeah, I was a little more generous than you, I think. I gave the dialogue and the pacing a 2 because it was too long for what it was.
Yeah.
It could have, it's just too long. The dialogue was it's just whatever,
Terrible.
but I think that had to do with like I don't know, the acting as well. But the plot, acting, and vibe, I gave 3s just because I was like, it's not garbage, but some of the actors in it were carrying the film clearly.
Yeah, definitely.
Music, I actually said that was good because it wasn't.
Yeah.
Cinematography, I said not applicable, but
Yeah.
fair.
I did.
and then
I did the same for that one.
yeah, and then of course staying in a hotel. Now this goes back and forth for me because it's like if I'm alone, no, but if I'm like Brianna or I might if she wants to watch it. Stop, but for me, no, I'd keep going. So it's this flip off. Oh boy, that was a film, I guess. Which, yeah, I don't feel that harshly about it, and I'm on the fence, really on the fence.
Wow.
Because I don't think it's like just. I think it's one of those movies that if you really wanted to, you just sit down. Not somebody like me, but if you're into that stuff, I don't know.
I just think that like Moulin Rouge is better.
Moulin Rouge is better. Like
and I would just turn that on instead.
Exactly. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good point. It's like just flip this off and go watch Moulin Rouge. There you go.
Yeah.
There's
And
my flip off.
mine were very low as well. I did not think the plot deserved a 2. Let's say that. Just because I just didn't think it was a good plot. It's just my personal opinion. Because of the way it's written is the side character has the main conflict in the film.
Yeah.
Because I don't consider the boy trouble as the main conflict.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely.
It just felt like a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
this
just kind of
isn't-
there.
This isn't a romance. This isn't a romantic comedy. Like,
Right.
I actually don't know drama with the music.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, mine's a flip off as well.
Psychological thriller.
Oh,
Definitely.
Probably. I mean, for Sam.
Oh,
Okay, so next week is Tim.
All right.
Oh shit! All right.
Hey, quit clicking because there's only 3.
Yeah, it's very like slow.
Thanks.
Well.
I hate it. So, Tim, you excited?
Let's play Wordle.
Let's play Wordle, apparently.
Oh.
TBD.
If you like this episode, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FlipperFlix. I guess we don't have to say it anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm old. Follow along, see what we're doing. Interact if you'd like to.
Yeah, hit us up there. I don't know. You can also give us recommendations on other of those sites, or you can go to our website at www.flipperflix.com. Yeah, we do a couple recommendations each season, so we just love we're trying to pander right now. We're trying to get you to come to our website, give us some clicks, and recommend us a movie because, we're going to have to pick those eventually, and more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
You can also, speaking of pandering, you can also rate and review us on Apple, Spotify now. Oh, we also do polls there occasionally, so that's always fun.
Answer Adam's questions.
Answer all of my questions, God damn it.
And if you're wondering, when can I catch these fools? You can catch us at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. We're on Spotify, as Adam mentions, where he does his polls. We're on Apple, Google, Amazon. I believe you can subscribe on the various platforms, and that way you'll get like a push notification or it'll come right into your queue, so that way you don't ever have to look at the clock on Thursday. It'll just be there for you. Kitty!
Vader. Bye, Vader.